Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Hi, hello, how are you? How has your week been? The Christmas season is upon us, and there are a lot of holiday themed books out there. But as I'm sure many of you are aware, a lot of them are pretty spicy. If you are new to my channel, then let me tell you that I generally try to stay away from books that have spice in them, which can be kind of difficult as there is no rules and regulation as to what the author has to disclose about the content of their books. And so trying to figure out which books are spicy or not spicy is quite difficult. And so the best way to figure that out is by having someone that you trust tell you whether or not it has spice in it. And so if you're like me and don't want to read spicy books, I want to be that person for you. I have already read quite a few clean Christmas romance books this year, so I thought I would share them with y'all so you can steer clear of those spicy books as well. First up, we have Christmas with a Crank by Courtney Walsh. Olive Witherby has always had a crush on her childhood best friend, Liam, who used to be her neighbor, but now they don't really talk anymore. Liam's gone all weird, but now they are forced together for a period of time as Olive has gotten a job as a temporary event planner for Liam's family Christmas tree farm. His parents are planning to sell it, but they want to go out with a bang and have the best last Christmas ever at their Christmas tree farm. So now they have to work together. And Olive is trying to get Liam to believe in the magic of Christmas again. This book was so cute, and I feel like I really relate to Olive because for different reasons she struggles a lot with like her inner monologue and the way that she thinks about herself in regards to like certain failures she's had in her life and like the things that she's doing to punish herself for that. I feel like I just relate to it a lot. But this one was very grumpy sunshine and I really enjoyed it. Okay, that's better. Cocoa Kisses by Melanie Jacobson. This is a novella, just a forewarning. And Taylor Bixby is trying to organize the town's Christmas event that they have a couple of days before Christmas. Everything's going great until the reindeer supplier gets ill and can no longer supply the reindeer for Santa's sleigh. Fortunately for her, her childhood best friend that she hasn't spoken to in a while because she kissed him, he is a worldwide journalist and he has experience wrangling reindeer. So the two of them are traveling to go get the reindeer and get caught at his family's cabin in a snowstorm. This book was so funny. The families grew up together, so like the dads were friends, the moms were friends, and like everybody was just really close, and I really enjoyed the dynamic between the two moms, which was really fun. Reading the moms, I'm like, that is how I want to be like when I'm older, like with my best friends. Like that is the kind of person I want to be. A Holly Jilly Christmas by Emma St. Clair. Jilly is a film set scout and she is going to set out to look at this location. It's called Sheet Cake, Texas, when a guy that she works with that she doesn't really know, she doesn't really like, invites himself along on this scouting trip. Now she is very confused because this job is kind of below his pay grade, and so she's kind of like worried that he's like trying to build a case against her to like get her fired. So like they have some problems at the beginning of their trip, right? It doesn't start off going well. I'm not sure how she did it, but Emma St. Clair really got me to care about these characters and their relationship in 136 pages. That's how long the book is, by the way. It's another novella, but it's 136 pages. I am not sure how she did that. Some authors struggle to get me to care about the relationships in over 300 pages. So this one is very workplace romance, enemies to lovers. Can a contemporary romance really be enemies to lovers? I'm not sure, but she doesn't really like him. So I guess that constitutes enemies to lovers in a workplace romance. Not sure about that. Across Country Christmas by Courtney Walsh. Lauren doesn't like the holidays. We can't be friends if you don't like the holidays because I love the holidays. But because she's not that fond of the holidays, she has not gone back home in a couple years. But this year her brother and his wife are having a baby, and so he wants her to be there with the family, have the family all be together when the baby's born, and so he arranges for her to get a ride back home across the country with his best friend that she has had a crush on for forever. This is one of those romances where they both kind of have had feelings for a while, but the guy was a player when he was younger, and that like hurt the girl's feelings, and she is one of those people that is convinced that people don't change. That philosophy has never really made any sense to me. The thought that people don't change, because like, I don't know about you, but I'm not the same person I was in kindergarten. I'm not the same person I was last year. Courtney Walsh with another great novella called A Match Made at Christmas. Hayes McGuire doesn't really believe in the whole idea of like the one for you, but he goes back home for Christmas, and the Nantucket matchmaker ropes him into taking over her duties while she's away for the holidays. Well, you know, he doesn't entirely believe in the idea of a matchmaker, so he ropes in his childhood best friend, Prudence, to help him in making this match that the matchmaker assigned him with. But this one is a really sweet friends to lovers novella, and I really enjoyed it. Courtney Walsh has now secured herself a place on my short list of authors that I really enjoy, because I'm 99% positive all of her books are clean. At this point, I've read 4 of her books and they've all been clean. And then my final recommendation is the Carolina Christmas series by Hope Holloway and Cecilia Scott. This series is more of like a women's fiction with a romance subplot, because it follows 3 triplet sisters who were born on Christmas Day. They grew up going to their family's cabin in the Blue Ridge Mountains for like holidays and the summertime and everything, but they have avoided it for the past 25 years since they lost their parents. This year, their aunt who raised them invites them all back to the cabin for the entire month of December. But it's so interesting because all 3 sisters come to the cabin at various different stages in their lives. Eve has 3 sons and a husband who works in healthcare. And so she is struggling a lot because she's very overwhelmed, because she's basically like being a single parent to these kids. And so Eve is really hoping that they can take this time at the cabin to like connect as a family. Angie is drifting away from her husband and has a teenage daughter who hates her guts. And Noelle, who is single and very career oriented, has reconnected with her first love when she gets to the cabin. So all 3 sisters are in very different stages of life, which I think is so interesting to read about. I've talked about this before when I've talked about these books, but I feel like so often you can feel like you're behind people, like whether it's like the people you went to high school with, the people that you went to college with, like your siblings, your family, like you can feel like you're behind where you should be in your life. But like these 3 sisters, they share the same DNA, they have the same parents, they were raised by the same woman, like, and they are all in very different stages of their lives, and none of them are behind. So I feel like this is refreshing to read about. But there are 4 books in this series, and I have read 3 of them. I have not yet read the one that came out this year. I know, I'm behind, but I will catch up, okay? So those are all of the clean Christmas books that I have read, and I've really enjoyed all of them. But I thought it would be fun to share them with y'all so that y'all don't get burned like I have in the past. And another plus is that all of these books are on Kindle Unlimited. Anyways guys, that is all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up to let me know that you enjoy this type of content. Comment down below any clean Christmas recommendations that you have. Share with the class, won't you? And subscribe to my channel for more bookish content in the future. I hope you have a lovely rest of your week, and I will see you guys next time.